Hey guys, it's Camilla from Code with Camilla. Today we're going to be filming our last video on classes, and we are going to be making a multiplication table class.
So since we already learned like the basics of classes and object-oriented programming, we want to try to remake our old program for multiplication table, make a class from it, so you can see how practically you can use classes. So as always, we start with console application. Let's call it multi2. So if we look to our old program, you can see it does have, so there was only one class program, and it had the entry point, the function called main, and this function called another function print table 2 times and passed the different sizes, you see, and this function called other functions and functions and functions and functions. So it was all functions, but we want to make the multiplication table, so it's going to be an object. In order to create a class, we go to solution, right click on our project multi2, add new file, and we pick empty class. Let's call it multiplication table. So you can see it immediately created, so it's using the same namespace. Remember what the namespace is? Namespace is how we organize our code. Everything inside that, as you can see, we create the class. So in order for us to access to this multiplication table class, what we have to do, we can use namespace multi2, but since we're already in the same namespace, we don't have to put it. But if you were in different, let's do another namespace. Let's call it math. Let's call it math. In this case, we have to do math first, and then multiplication table, right? And it's called empty. Oh, it's called my table, and new. So we created an object. This is the class, and this is an object. So we create, but this class doesn't do anything right now. It's only create an object, and we can't do anything but just create. So this class already has a constructor. The constructor, if you remember, it's used to initialize any variables you might have in your multiplication table. For instance, in our case, what value you want to initialize, what the initial value, size, I mean the concept, right? So you want to initialize the size of your table. You can pass int size, and you want to assign it to some variable. So in this case, you want to have a class member to store that size, because if you pass but don't store, you will not be able to use. Let's call it, we want to make it private, so it's not available outside the class, and it should have the same type as the parameter you're passing. So in this case, we're using int, and I like to call member variables. I like to have a prefix m, so I know it's a member, and the name of the variable, right? I don't have to initialize it. I can initialize it in constructor, right? Size. Now all we have to do now is to copy all this. Let's copy functions one by one. You see the static? The reason we use static in our old program is because we called it from another static function. But static means it's one for entire class. In our case, we don't want a static because we want to have this function to be on object level. So we remove this one, and we have to print header. Let's leave only one function inside, and let's copy print header. Let's copy without static. Okay, so we create a class. There is a constructor, there is a member variable, these are functions, methods, class methods. So now we can call the class method. We created multiplication table. You see this squiggly line? It's because our constructor requires a parameter. So let's pass whatever size. Let's pass 10. So now we can call the method, the one we created, and it's not appearing in a drop down. The reason is because we didn't put public access modifier for the method, and if you don't do it, if you don't put public, by default it's private. It means it's not accessible outside the class. So now and this one we don't have to put public because we don't want to we're not planning to access it from outside of the class. We're accessing inside the class, so in this case we don't have to put the public here in this for this method. Inside any function has access to any function in the same class, but outside the class, like here, you see, now if you put looking at drop down, this IntelliSense, it only shows you print table. It doesn't show you print header, and that's crucial for classes, because in the classes what we want to do is to hide all the methods which shouldn't be available, right? And the size, let's change it. We don't want a size here because we already know the size, and the size here is m size, because we in the constructor we already initialized the variable, so now we can use this variable everywhere in the class. And let's run it. So what it did, it's only printed the header, and the header in this case is the name of the table and the size and just an empty line. Now let's try to, the rest should be easy. All we have to do is just to copy all the functions from our old code. Let's do print trailer. And as you can see, we're not putting public for any of those functions because we don't want any other class outside of multiplication table have access to the same functions. Print header already did. And we have to change all these sizes, right, to m size, size. Oh, the trail didn't work. Let's remove the trail because we don't really need it. I think we were
Messing around.
Yeah, messing around, exactly. Now looks good. So now the whole point, you see, you would ask me, what was the difference between this approach and the old approach when we did only functions. I'm going to say, now look our program here and the program here. Which one is easy to read?
Yeah, the one.
This one. Because you create a class, you hit everything inside this class. All you have to know about one function, print table. You don't have to know how the print table is implemented inside, and you can change anytime you want to change. You can put anything, right? You can change implementation inside the class without user of your class, in this case it's a main, knowing how it's implemented. And now we can create another object. All we have to do, we don't have to copy, do any other project, so we just can create another variable and say this one will be 5, right? So now we have 2 tables. So you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole point is to make a class. Usually you do it in a different file, your class. You start with the constructor. If you need to initialize something, if you don't need, you just don't. It's empty constructor. You only make your the functions that you want to be able to access from another classes. Only those you make public, and all others you just either don't put any modifier or you can do private. It's the same.
Okay, that's it for today on Code with Camilla. Come back next week for more videos and don't forget to subscribe.